Alright, so let's talk about it. I know most people see Easy the Block Captain on Champion with Jay Black. And during part of the conversation, he talked about potential battles for 2025. And he mentioned certain leagues he wanted to be on. He mentioned certain leagues he wanted to be on. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like, let's talk about it. Honestly speaking, honestly speaking, um, you know, Easy's been solid. He's been solid. If we gonna be like quite honest and quite frank about it, Easy's been solid. So Easy talking about Easy talking about going and debuting, going and debuting on some other platforms. That's been that's what he was talking about. Going and debuting on other platforms. Now, now he mentioned KOTD, he mentioned OSBL, he mentioned the trenches, he mentioned Chrome. Now, we know certain matchups that we want to see. Now it's just a matter of where some of these matchups are going to happen. You know, he mentioned KOTD. Um, Now he can get Ilmac Forest KOTD. He can get Real Sick Forest KOTD. He can even get Big K Forest KOTD. Um, just far as him go like Easy going to KOTD. Now sometimes I'm thinking he's gonna get somebody who battles there. So like Ilmac makes sense. Ilmac, you know, Ilmac would make sense far as that far as that being a case and being a matchup. That would make sense to happen. Um Real Sick, I would be for it. I would want to see Easy versus Real Sick. That 9 times out of 10 would probably have to happen as far as KOTD. Um, you know, OSBL. Now, Easy mentioned about going to OSBL and having a debut over there. Easy going to OSBL. Matchups that make sense. Ace I mean. Ace I mean makes sense. Like I remember them going back and forth like some years ago. I thought that was leading into them battling. It never led to anything. So him and Ace I mean makes sense far as the OSBL debut. The only other person I would say over there would be She Happens. You know, She Happens. That could be a good battle, but I think Easy versus Ace I mean makes the most sense. Makes the most sense, and a little backstory with it, you know. But that gotta be 3 rounds. That gotta be 3 rounds. Like Easy going to OSBL and battling Ace I mean has to be 3 rounds. Other than that, like, there's no way that could be 1 round. Like that battle could be one of those. So that gotta be 3 rounds. That gotta be 3 rounds. Like that's a hell of a debut battle for Easy for us OSBL. You know, and you know that's gonna do numbers. You know that's gonna do numbers. So that makes sense. That's the matchup that makes the most sense. Easy versus Ace. I mean, and I'm sure once Easy and Kales get on the phone, they can make it happen. Like whatever card they're gonna put it on and make it happen. But that's the one. That's the one that the fans want to see. Easy versus Ace. I mean, is the one the fans want to see. Um, like if Easy was the battle sheet happens, it would be a cool battle. But it's like it's nothing. It would just be a battle. Like it's nothing to it. Granted, they could sell it, but it's like I don't think it'd be as good as a battle as Easy and Ace. I don't. I don't think it would be. Um, that's just my opinion of that one. Um, um, then we talk about RBE. Now, Easy's talked about the blue room because I remember the tweet. Easy mentioned about battling in the blue room because I think that's the same tweet that Rosenberg Raw was like, "Oh, Easy got to see me," and Easy's response to it was, well, "You wouldn't be my debut battle over there." You know, Easy versus Big K. Easy versus Big K on RBE makes sense. It makes sense. Like it's a matchup that we've been waiting to see. Um, that would make sense there. The only other matchup I could think of that would make sense at RBE would be Murder Mook. Now the Murder Mook situation, um, because nobody's really like since before when like a while ago when they was talking about really making that battle happen, it like Mook hasn't been brought up for as Easy. So I don't know if Easy still has Murder Mook as somebody he wants to like if he's high on the list of people. But Murder Mook would be the other person far as far as RBE. Far as RBE, that would be the only other person. Big K, Murder Mook, far as RBE. Now the trenches. He mentioned about battling at the trenches. He's battled Reed Dollars at the trenches, Philly Legend. He battled John John. That was also the trenches. So My thing is, if he's keeping with the pattern of battling a legend, then him and John, he won the battle John. So, you know, how they set that up. So if he's going in true fashion of battling another legend, I would say I was like now Cassidy could be a situation as far as the trenches, but Cassidy could also be a situation as far as RBE. But I think him battling Cassidy would mean more in Philly. It would mean more in Philly. So he would have to figure out how that would work. Um, I know Eazy had mentioned about he was going to respond back to Cassidy after the Clips battle, and we haven't seen him respond back. He hasn't responded back to Cassidy, but it's like that could be a big view battle, but is that really a battle that the fans want to see? You know the face off gonna do numbers. The face off is definitely gonna do numbers, you know. But it's like, will the battle be worth watching? Will the battle be worth watching though? That would be the thing. Like Cassidy versus Hitman. He was okay in that battle. He was okay. He, you know, I don't know. Not really a battle. I would watch it, but it's not a battle I really want to see. I mean, they're back and forth, you know, kind of sells it, but it's not really a battle I'm like hyped to see. It's not. That's why I said like if Easy's gonna battle legends, um, you battle Reed Dollars, like get another Philly legend. How about NH? How about NH? What about Steel? Like if you're just solely going legends, as far as Philly, if that's how we're gonna go about it, as far as like the trenches, you're just gonna battle a legend. Like that's what I said. NH, Steel, even though you're saying you wouldn't battle Rosenberg Raw, I think that would be a good battle in Philly. That would be a good battle in Philly. Um, you know, like Easy, you explained it. You helped Rosenberg Raw get into the whole doing a podcast and get into media now. He has his own page, his own YouTube, and you know, he's blogging on there, giving his opinion on things, doing very well too. But he's doing it at your suggestion. At your suggestion. Um, like, and you like, y'all still go back and forth. Like the battle, it would be a good battle. Easy and Rosenberg Raw would be a good battle. You know, but I still think even after the battle, it still would be y'all saying slick shit with each other. you know, I don't see Easy mentioning Rosenberg Raw or like talking about him really unless somebody mentions him and then he's responding. Whereas like their recent back and forth came from Loso's tweet asking what was going on in battle rap, and he said Easy still lying, and that's where Easy basically saw the tweet and basically was like, "You still mentioning me? I'm not even mentioning you." So there's still some issues between them that I say battle, you know, battle, get a bag. That's what I say. Battle, get a bag, man. Get a bag. Get a bag out of it. Um, get a bag out of it. It makes sense. Now, I I'm in agreement with Easy saying that Rosenberg Raw wouldn't make sense for his Blue Room debut. If far as RB, total in agreement with that one. But even though you're saying that you wouldn't battle Rosenberg Raw, I'm sure somebody would book it. Somebody would book it. And that could, y'all can just hash it out that way, you know? Chrome. Far as Chrome 23, Tay-Rock, Tay-Rock, you know? Because we don't see that Easy's probably going to be back on URL. And the only other way I see the battle happening, Chrome. Chrome, Chrome makes sense. Chrome makes sense. It would be both of them making their debut as far as Chrome. So why not? That's the only way that's gonna happen. Like that's a battle the fans really good to see. They want to see Easy and Tay Rock. Um, and then the other matchup is New Jersey Twerk. New Jersey Twerk probably would only happen probably on Chrome. It can't happen far as the RBE. It ain't gonna happen on trenches. So Chrome 23 makes the most sense for us a twerk matchup too. That makes the most sense. Um Now Easy and Twerk would be a rematch. Their initial first battle was what 10, 12 years ago, as far as Gates of the Garden. It was a one rounder. Twerk went crazy on Easy in that. Probably one of Gates of the Garden's most viewed battles. But that I'm thinking that would Chrome makes the most sense for the New Jersey twerk battle too. Like it could be big for a trenches card. Um, but I think Chrome probably would make that happen. Chrome would make that battle happen. Um, he didn't mention Arsenal either, because I thought he said he wanted to battle Arsenal. So I don't know about that one. But Easy's talking about battling 5 times next year. 5 times, five making debuts on all these platforms. You know, not a bad plan. Easy. That's not a bad plan. Not a not a bad plan at all. Like we know you want Twerk. We know you want Tay Rock and Big K. Those are three for sures. Three for sures out the five. Out of the five different platforms you're talking about, those are three for sures. Um, just gotta figure out how to get like the fans want to see certain battles, but you know the politics that come with not, where do some of these matchups make the most sense at? That's the other thing you gotta consider. Because Tay Rock and Twerk can only happen Chrome, Chrome or OSBL out of like the five situations. Chrome or OSBL would be the would probably make the most sense in the sense of he because the first thing fans are gonna say, well, is Twerk on a no show? Twerk is never a no show as far as OSBL, and I don't think he would no show as far as Chrome 23. So, and the whole thing with URL not wanting certain artists to rap on Easy's The Trenches, how would that work also? Like, I don't know what Twerk's situation is because we've seen Twerk go certain places. But I really don't see Easy versus Twerk happening on The Trenches. I don't see it happening that way. I don't. That's one like Easy can just battle. Easy can battle just another legend. If he's like Cassidy, NH, Enas, still Rosenberg, like either like that'd be they going back and forth. So he could sell him and Rosenberg, even though he don't want the matchup. He's saying Easy saying that's not a matchup he wants. But him and Rosenberg, as far as the trenches, depending on like the thing of that card, could work. It definitely could work. Um, NH, NH is a Philly legend. You know, Steel's been back outside. I don't know if Steel's somebody he would easy would want to battle. But like these is all good, good leagues for Easy to have successful debuts on. Like if I could pick KOTD, 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 I would go Ilmac, OSBL, Ace, I mean, RBE Big K in the blue room. Trenches, Rosenberg or Cassidy for the trenches. And then far as Chrome, Tay Rock or Twerk. Like, honestly, all of these are all are big matchups. They're all big matchups. They are. They're all big matchups. Like Easy's, you know, getting all the matchups he wanted. All the matchups he's wanted. You know, if he get the matchups, like the whole Cassidy situation kind of has died down. Now, if Easy were to make a diss record toward Cassidy and like that was leading toward an announcement, that would bring the hype back for that. Because as of right now, I don't. Y'all kind of like let that sell away. Like after he dissed you, after Cassidy dissed Easy, it should have been, oh, he dissed me. Okay. Easy eventually responds, and then y'all are already behind the scenes trying to set that up already. That should have been how that worked. That is like, when high profile battles are all the way up here, and then y'all let them die down. By the time it gets brought up again, the hype, the excitement's not there. And a lot of times, some of these battles be lackluster. They be lackluster, you know. Like we know Easy's gonna do him. He's gonna get in there and talk that talk. But Cassidy can be hit or miss. So for them, they might just trade diss tracks back and forth. That it might not ever lead to a battle. It just might be a war of words on wax. That might be better than a battle for them. But I'm pretty sure y'all can sell that into it linking into a battle. That would bring. That's the only way. That's the only way. I gotta bring that hype back. As of now, there's no hype for Easy versus Cassidy. There's no hype. There's no hype for it. Like there isn't. There isn't any hype for it. Um, and that's keeping it real. It's no hype. There's no hype for it. So, mm-mm. Like I wish you are real and like Smack could talk to Tay Rock and somehow they come to a understanding for Easy versus Tay Rock to really be on You Are Real, you know. But it just seems like that's not in the cards right now. So that's why I say the Tay Rock battle probably would still be put off. Probably still would be put off as of right now. Like it's so funny how Easy's kind of done things his own way. Like Most people thought Easy was gonna flop no soon as he didn't have the machine or URL. Like Easy built his profile up to the point that he left URL was named with a name that he can go start his own league and be successful with it and still blogs and acts and everything else. So like I think people waited for Easy to fall, like waiting for his downfall. Like Easy's been successful and like booking his matches and stuff. Him and Hitman, him and Big T, him and John John, um, him and Reed. He battled Disaster. Um, him and Geechee. Like Easy's kind of like figured out. Oh, I want to battle this person, this person, this person, but it makes sense for me to take this person now on this league. Wait a little bit later in the year, take this person on this league for such and such and such reason. Like Easy is kind of methodical and like really thinking through why he's taking this person here, when he's taking this person, and like the numbers. I know he's always thinking about the numbers as far as like the views that's gonna come with it. Um, see, that's why I say if he gets Cassidy either RBE or the churches, that's gonna do numbers. That's gonna do numbers. That's gonna do numbers. Him and Big K would do numbers as far as RBE too. Um, so I just think gotta figure that out. But like I like how Easy's working on his 2025 battles now. And like we not even done this year. We not even done this year. But he's like, touch these platforms. These are people that make sense for me to battle. Like that makes sense. Because Easy know he's still gonna do his acting, he's still gonna do music, he's still gonna blog. So he gotta plan it ahead of time for like he gotta take time when he gets into battle rap. He still got the trenches and pushing those events and those battlers and everything like that. So Easy, smart to think ahead. Smart to think ahead. Like from if I'm thinking it like this for Easy, if he gets certain matchups to end this year off, 2025 he for those 5 platforms gets the names that he wants. Like by 2026, I don't think we're gonna see Easy a whole bunch. I don't think we're gonna see him a whole bunch as far as battle rap. Because it's like if he gets the matchups that matter, like who is there for the battle? Like there's people he can battle, but like dude don't like if he battles some people that do they really like matter like that, you know? But smart to think ahead. Smart to think ahead. I definitely want to see what else he's got playing with like the trenches and the roster for the trenches, you know? Like he's already playing his Here's your year for next year. So it's like, all right, easy. What we doing with the trenches as far as the rest of the year? Like that would be the next thing I would want to know. That's my little quick little stream. Talk about that because that was a hot topic earlier. Probably do another stream part of this weekend because also something about talking about the top punchers as far as battle rap, like the Mount Rushmore punchers. So I might talk about that. Not really sure, but I might really dive into that conversation.